Ladies and gents, girls and boys, Danny Stewart here for bassfandirect.com with a quick naked sound review. What you heard in the beginning there was this live in action with my band Trivergence, linked in the description if you're interested. And this is FUJIGEN Director Bass. From their Expert series, and this one's made in about 2012, judging by the serial number. And I always wanted one of these. I first saw these in 2011 when they first came out, and I couldn't afford them at the time. 320,000 Japanese yen new, so I had to settle back then for just used stuff, and these were only new at the time, so they just released them. But they're so fluid. The action is ridiculously low. I'm just on the rear pickup now with the master tone dialed down. I've got a Versatility XTCT preamp with added mid-tone control, so 3-band EQ, master tone, balancer here, treble, mid bass, and if we add a little bit of master tone to it, you get more bite. Wow. So that's the rear pickup, and if you take the treble down, just leave take the bass to notch and just leave the bit boosted. Take the master tone all down, almost all the way. But anyway, it's got a wonderful rear pickup tone. If you dial everything up for maximum brightness on the rear pickup, you get it's a little bit too bright for my liking with that, but it's bright, but it's conservative. I think that's these Seymour Duncan pickups. They're very well tastefully voiced, and they're actually wired in parallel so that they are hum free, basically hum cancelling. You can't split the coils individually, but I do have it wired so that you can separate the pickups, so you've got one operating on its own, operating individually, or in parallel together. So when they're operating individually, you get a little bit of noise when you're balanced. That goes away if you touch the strings though, so it's grounded properly. And then when you go into parallel switch here, switching here, then they become a little bit brighter, but the output is a little bit less. out to series again. Alright, so yeah, it's got a nice sound set on balance there. Let's go on the front pickup now. Let's just have everything. Let's have bass and mid dialed up, and we'll have the master tone and the treble all the way down. Nice and big. So yeah, it's got a nice big warm round sound, right? Let's go with the treble and the master tone all the way up as well, and yeah, you get the idea. And these circle frets are really amazing because even with a very low action, you can still dig in a little bit. And you get ridiculous fluidity on the instrument. So it's great. We also have a true passive tone, a true passive mode, where the tone works in passive mode too. Works in both modes. It's got the rear pickup. Yeah, so you've got you've got all of those capabilities in passive mode. Back to active. It's great, very versatile. So yeah, I think that just about covers everything. So this switch, by the way, is a bypass switch that enables you to, if you're set up, got everything balanced and set up in the way that you want it, and you've got an intermission or something on stage, you can just flick the switch and turn off the circuit. Also bypasses the battery, so it won't drain the battery even if it's still plugged in. You switch it on and you're ready to go, and you don't need to adjust anything, leave your volume set where it is, etc, etc. So that's very useful. And hardware wise, you've got very high end Goto tuning pegs, the highest of the high, which are the GB350s, Resolite tuning pegs with great gear ratio, and you've got the steel bridge, which is the 404 SJ5. So yeah, it's a very high quality package. Love the neck. It's a beautiful grip. This is a thin, I think that's a thin U. Compound, oh no, it's a thin U. Yeah, it's a thin U grip. It's very, very comfortable all the way up and down the neck. It is barely tapered at all. It's a very, very marginal taper from 2nd fret to 14th. The thickness is not that much more at the 14th than it is at the 2nd. It's about 21 millimeters deep. So that's very comfortable. You know, so yeah, this is one of my favorite basses at the moment, this and the STR. And if I could play it live, I would take the Kamade out for sure, because that's definitely one of my favorite sound sets, and that also plays extremely well. But it's brand new, so I'm just afraid to take it out to a gig. This one's used, and so is the STR. So I felt okay about taking these fellas out, and I'm glad I did. So there you go, guys. That's it. The FUJIGEN Expert Series Director 5. Fantastic instrument, very versatile, beautifully made, and this one's in, I'd say, excellent to very good condition. It's got a few small marks here and there, but generally extremely clean. And the neck is perfect, and the frets are perfect as well. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.